Hey guys, welcome back, or if you're new, welcome. So today is a collective reading, and I shuffled the Astral House cards. If you're new here, the Astral House cards have every month of the year, and then they also have the Astral Houses of like love, success, money, career, happiness, wealth, etc. And so, as you know, I shuffle those to get the house, and then I shuffle my Egyptian gods card to get the energy of the reading. Crazy. So when I was shuffling the Astral House cards, November came out first, then January came out, and then I'm thinking to myself, is something starting in November, going all the way up to January? And I kept shuffling, and then December fell out. So it's literally November, December, January. So that was confirmation that yes, something happens from November to January. And the energy of this is 17 Sekhmet with justice and 3 Shu with order and peace. Ooh, also just noticing that the 17 is the star, wish fulfillment, healing, like one of the best cards you can get. The 3 is also the Empress, so creativity, divine feminine, birthing, creation. It's like that vibe. Also, interestingly, which will fit in with the reading of justice, is 17 plus 3 is 20, which is judgment, which is wild. Okay, so I'm just going to read the deity cards. I don't know if I've done this in the past, but I think it's quite cool to do, so you know exactly the energy. So we'll start with Sekhmet. That was what I pulled first, so justice. I won't read the whole thing because it kind of talks a lot about the god, or maybe I should actually. Sekhmet is the divinity of war, epidemics, but also the protectress of forms of healing. 17, healing. Anyway, okay. She is the expression of the duality between disease and healing, chaos and order, water and fire, the two elements from which matter and spirit are obtained. Sekhmet brings order and punishes those who disobey divine law. You have the opportunity to reconcile the opposing energies. Remember that all the chickens come home to roost. Every person must experience the consequences of their actions, for better or for worse. Every action or thought generates a consequence. Proceed more calmly and patiently. Avoid extremes. Be your own magician. Balance your will and goals. Be just and fair. Learn to judge and criticize constructively without hurting others. Okay, so this is quite clear. There's some form of justice, whether it be good or bad so far, we're not sure, coming to you in November and January. And then let's look at Shu to clarify what end of the justice or judgment you'll be on. So, Shu, order and peace, the primordial god, son of Amun-Ra, who personifies the air, the wind, but also the light that broke the primordial darkness. His name means he who rises. Shu is commonly portrayed with an ostrich feather on his head. Wild. Don't know if you know about weighing of the heart, and that's normally done. That fits in with the justice card. That's what it's normally Sekhmet, I believe, that does the weighing of the heart. Maybe it's not Sekhmet. But anyway, justice falls in with the feather and the weighing of the heart. And I just don't feel like that's a coincidence. Sorry, let me keep reading. The ostrich feather is a symbol of lightness and purity, the air meaning breath of life and cooling breeze. This card advises you to adopt a more disciplined form of behavior. Try to avoid uncontrolled impulses of desire and passions. The time has come to lighten and rebalance your life. Respect rules with greater responsibility. And then I did pull an angel card, and the angel card is 1616, and it's willpower. And that fits in very well with that here. Try to avoid uncontrolled impulses of desire and passions, and then we have willpower. Okay, this is just what I'm reading so far, but we will clarify. The angel card. So things may feel out of sync and not within your control. The whisper of the divine is asking that you remember that you are being supported and that your will is your superpower. Determination is key right now. Affirmation, I call on my strength and willpower to take the lead. I accept and listen to the support of the divine within me. And then there's a feather in the corner of this card. I know there's a feather on the corner of all of the angel number cards, but heavy feather energy with Sekhmet, with Shu. It's just okay. So what I'm taking from this so far, there's something you need to be disciplined in. There's something, a passion or desire. So this could very much be like devil card energy a little bit. There's an addiction. There's something you need to have some willpower with. This starts in November. This is from November to January. There's just something. So, sorry, this is a difficult one to read. Maybe I need to pull some more cards, but because this is slightly conflicting energies. I mean, in the sense of this feels positive, like it feels like you're getting positive karma for something. But then there's also a heavy emphasis on sort of controlling your passions, desires, having willpower. Okay, this is quite simple, but I've just heard healing leads you to the Empress. So this justice could very much be the healing, as it's the 17 as well, it's the star. So healing this thing and having the willpower to heal it leads you to your order and peace, your Empress. This could be, if you're a man watching, this could be that it leads you to literally another person that is a woman, that is an Empress. Or this could bring your feminine energy into sort of alignment with your masculine energy. Perhaps that is the willpower you need to like balance that. What card shall I'm going to get a Voices of the Soul card, one of my favourite decks. Let's just ask a simple question. So, what is happening for my collective from November to January? What is this about, please? Message of warning. This card is 33, my life path. And this is a card that's meant to be read intuitively. And all I'm just hearing is you're being warned to not give in to your desires, like unhealthy desires is what I'm hearing. I get this sense of like they want to bring some form of justice to you for a situation that's happened in the past, but you were caught up in some form of bad desire or habit or something that is blocking you from healing, and therefore they can't bring this energy into you. And maybe something starts for you in January where you need this energy, and so they're like trying to nudge you in November to make a start on this, to like get rid of this thing, like to heighten your willpower, to heal this thing, to get your justice of the Empress. whether that means you become the Empress or you meet an Empress. Okay, anything else? Oh, the cards are going all funny, like jittery and funny. Okay, sorry, let me just clear it again. Okay. So we have the card Regrets, which is the number 23. I'm just going to get the meaning up on the guidebook. And again, I need to pull a card. I don't know what perspective to read this from, your soul or your spirit guides. So I'm just going to shuffle these. And we'll pick one. From your spirit guides, we're going to read this. And 23. Okay. Oh, okay. I feel like this is starting to make sense as well. So part of you is in an energy of duality, which can create inattention and prevent you from feeling serene. You are also constantly doubting everything. This can create a freezing comfort zone in your outer life. Guys, I feel like this reading's for me. You feel like you're waiting for something important without necessarily understanding what that is. We invite you to understand the source of this duality that has been inside you for months. Become aware of the discrepancy between what you are creating in your life and what you really want. We invite you to contact us. Because you think we're absent at the moment and you act from this feeling, you don't ask for signs or guidance, but it's up to you to come to us using your choice of method. We await your call to share everything you need to know and guide you to free yourself from this duality and create new inner and outer osmosis. Okay. Share. I at least say share in like once a reading because the cards just surprise me. Okay. So your spirit guides want you to contact them. Speak with them. At the moment, you have this tension in your energy. And with the sort of where I was saying about healing, addictions, like that desire, there's something that is creating this inattention. And it's having you sort of doubting everything. It's kind of got you in a bit of a spiral, in a freeze state. You know, there's like fight, flight, and freeze. Maybe you're in freeze because you know what you need to do, but there's something clogging you from doing it, like stopping you. So you're just in freeze. Maybe you're like too scared that you're not going to be able to do it. Or maybe part of you's scared that you are going to be able to do it and you don't know what's on the other side of that. And so rather than fight or flight, you choose to just freeze because that seems more comfortable because you know what happens there. Does that make sense? So you're currently in this freeze, and this is what is going to start unblocking in November. But so your spirit guides want you to contact them. I have a feeling the more you contact them and the more you sit with yourself and go inwards, the more advice you'll get. As they said, if you don't ask, you don't get. Like, they can't interfere with your free will. You need to sort of ask. So if there's something you need to support you on this journey, on getting rid of whatever this thing is that's stopping you from healing and stopping your justice, there's something that your spirit guides can tell you or help you with in regards to that, basically. But you need to ask them. And you are being warned. I mean, I know it sounds bad, but you are being warned that if you don't sort of look at this thing and have the willpower, then something could not turn out very well. What happens? Let's pull a card. What happens if they don't listen to this message of warning? If they don't heal themselves? Oh my god, the card flipped and then like reflipped. I don't even know how to count that. Okay, do it again. That's so interesting. Okay, so we got the card fears and also the card freedom. So I feel like they're the two sort of outcomes. If you listen to this message of warning, you get freedom. If you don't, you're stuck in fears. The fears card is also judgment, 20 again, which was the two energy cards added up. Oh my gosh. And the freedom card is 17, which Sekhmet 17. And again, healing the star. Wild. Right. If you listen to this message of warning, you go into healing, into the star, into wish fulfillment and freedom. If you don't, you do go into judgment. And you just sit in your fears, essentially. And the fears get larger and larger and larger. And this freeze state gets stronger. I cannot believe this. The numerology of the cards. Like all the cards out here, 17, 3, 20. Add 17, 3 is 22, but the card 20, and then 33, my master number, then 17 again with the Sekhmet, and then 23, which doesn't mean much, but the others do. I just can't. Okay, anyway, get over it. Yeah, that's it. That is it. What the only thing I'm feeling right now is this happening? Are you meant to do this now before November? And November is where either freedom starts to come in or the fears starts to come in, depending on how you act now. And then the regrets under message of warning. Oh, yeah, like you will regret it if you do not listen to this message of warning. And you'll regret it in January, just from the way the cards are sitting. This is a wild reading. Let me pull a card from here. What's the card of advice for this collective right now? What do they need to do right now? Okay, we've got gambling in reverse. Problems with addiction or gambling. And this is the vibe I was getting, not gambling, but it's an addiction, this thing that you need to heal. Because it was saying about desires, passions, like almost like that devil on your shoulder, you know? And then with the willpower card as well. Things may fall out of sync and you're not within control. The whisper of the divine. Like the determination is key right now. This is definitely relating to some form of addiction. Again, this isn't gambling. Necessarily, it could very well be. But it's problems with addiction is what I'm getting. And the reading has been saying that. I've not wanted to, I have said it, but again, of all the cards to come out, there is an addiction. There's something you need to quit here. That is your message of warning from your spirit guides. That is so fucking clear. Sorry for my swearing, but yeah. And that leads to your freedom and the star, your justice. Wow. I don't know why I'm being drawn to 16. I know the card's 1616, but someone might have been 16 when something started. When this started? This addiction, this desire, I don't know. To be clear though, this addiction or desire is not a healthy one, because we all have desires and some of them can be very healthy and, you know, fine. Whereas this is not a healthy one. This is one that your spirit guides are urging you to give up so they can bring in your justice, in your Empress energy. But you need to act first. But again, if you don't know how to act, they have literally asked you to contact them and ask for a sign or a way, for some assistance, some, guidance. This was an interesting reading, guys. I really enjoyed this. But so I'm getting like, this is a bit of a heads up from the angels of like, maybe this energy starts in November. This is when you really need to have it start doing it, is November. But you're being given a heads up now. So you can start getting some assistance or signs from them to maybe build up your energy a little bit. And so you feel like you have the willpower to start this in November. Maybe this reading has come to you as a preparation for November. Or this is what you need to do. And if you don't, that's what will happen. And if you do, that's what will happen. Okay, I'm going to pull some, I'm going to get roll the dice, get some star signs for who this reading is for. And I'll also pull a few initials. Who is this reading for? Okay, so we have Virgo, Venus, and the number 10. Interesting. 10 is October, right? October, November, December. Yeah, that's interesting. Virgo, Venus. I'm being told to roll again. Oh my gosh, Venus again. Taurus. Taurus is also I think, one of the ruling planets of Venus. So wild. And then we have the number 4. So 4 could be relevant in some way. It also reminds me of the Emperor, which is Aries. And then let's get some letters. These are just extra signs that this reading is for you. Oh, wow. There's a lot of N's. N for Natalie and for no. We have the N. We have 4 N's out of about 9 letters. We have, sorry, I'm just going to see if there's any words. I can spell, but not really. We've got we've got Y, Q, P, R, L, M, G, A. All I'm seeing is ran, as in someone ran away. Pan, as in frying pan. LAN, as in local area network. Could work in tech. Gosh, I don't know what else there is here. But initials, so. Oh, we've got the name Gary. And I guess Larry. Oh, and then technically Mary, but not 2 R's. Mary. Oh, shit. Sorry. I don't know how many times I've sworn on this reading. Mary, Larry, and Gary. They're the names we got. But again, your initials might be there. Thanks for joining, guys. I hope this was helpful. If it does resonate, please do let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you feel called to, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.